Hey there, fellow container gardeners. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Have you ever wanted to grow crisp, tasty cabbage right on your patio? Well, you totally can, and today I'll show you how to master container cabbage with a few tricks I wish I'd learned sooner. With a little know-how, you will be growing big, round, beautiful cabbage heads for that delicious, freshly prepared coleslaw. It doesn't get any better than that. First up, container size. Don't even think about those tiny pots. Cabbage needs space to spread its roots, so pick a container that's at least 10 to 12 inches deep and wide. Try to go at least 5 gallons per plant. Even bigger for the larger varieties. Bigger is actually better. It gives your plant room to thrive and helps the soil hold moisture longer. Since cabbage is a cool weather crop, in hotter climates, avoid dark-colored, plastic, and metal containers that tend to trap heat. Next, soil. Regular old dirt from your yard won't cut it here. Use a rich, well-draining potting mix and mix in some compost for a nutrient boost. Cabbage is a heavy feeder, so don't skimp. Every 2 weeks, once the head starts to form, you can fertilize them with a 6-4-4 of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Cabbage needs a lot of nitrogen, so this ratio should work very well. Now let's talk timing. Cabbage loves cooler temps. It thrives best with daytime temperatures around 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 degrees Celsius. So plant your seeds or seedlings in early spring or late summer. If sowing seed, plant them 1/4 of an inch deep and thin them out when true leaves appear on the plants. If you are transplanting them, wait until they are a month old and make sure to loosen the roots a bit before planting, burying them at the same depth they were before. Hot weather can make cabbage bolt, which means skip the perfect heads and go straight to flowers. Not what we want. In warmer climates, make sure to give your cabbage afternoon shade. Watering is key. Keep the soil consistently moist, but not soggy. Letting things dry out can stress your cabbage and leave you with small, bitter heads. But don't drown them either. Make sure your pot drains well. I usually use fabric grow bags, which work awesome and drain so well. Steady, frequent watering will encourage healthy growth, but if you overwater, the heads themselves might split. Just water when the top inch or so is dry and you should be golden. A quick tip: mulch. Mulching around your cabbage helps keep the soil cool and moist, and it'll cut down on weeds. I love using straw or chopped leaves for this. All right, here's what not to do. Don't crowd your cabbage. 1 plant per container is best, or they'll compete and end up stunted. And growing close together will give you smaller heads. You can grow more than 1 cabbage per container, but it just has to be a larger pot. Spacing your plants at least 12 to 18 inches apart. And don't forget the sun. These leafy guys need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight a day. No sun, no fun. Pests can be sneaky. Watch for tiny green cabbage worms or holes in the leaves. If you see white moths fluttering around, just know they are after your cabbage to lay their eggs on it, so the larvae will eat your plant when they hatch. Hand-pick them or use organic sprays if you spot trouble. What I do, which works well for me, is wrapping a fabric mesh screen cover around the entire container. I put it around the pot early on, leaving plenty of room for the cabbage plant to grow and head out underneath it. It lets plenty of light and water through and keeps those moths and other pests from getting in and laying eggs on the plant. And it keeps the cabbage root maggots from getting to the soil to lay their eggs there. If you don't use the screen, you can also wrap the base of your plant's stalk with cardboard or tin foil to thwart cutworms from killing your cabbage. Also, try to avoid getting water on the plant itself as much as possible to help keep diseases from rotting your plant. If your cabbage plant gets infected in any way, do not reuse the soil. Get rid of it before next year. As your cabbage grows, you'll see that tight head start to form. Harvest anytime when it feels firm and solid. The size it can become depends on the variety. Just don't wait too long or it might split. Now, a quick word about companion plants. Growing near marigolds, alliums, and aromatic herbs like dill and rosemary repel harmful cabbage pests like aphids, cabbage moths, and several others because of their strong aroma. And you can grow cabbage near other brassica plants like broccoli and cauliflower, but just know that they attract similar pests and diseases, so you may need to keep an even closer watch on your plants if you do. So that's the dirt on container cabbage. Choose the right pot, feed it well, and keep an eye on sun and water. You'll be harvesting your own fresh cabbage before you know it. Well, that's it for today. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Happy gardening!